guys, hello everyone. Shirke sir is here. So today we are going to see lecture number 3 from electrochemistry, that is unit number 4 from physical chemistry. In that we have to see, as we know, 4.3 in batteries part. We are already completed 2 points, that is two fuel cell. One is alkaline fuel cell and another one is phosphoric acid fuel cell. So in this video we have to see high temperature fuel cell, that is third one. The well known example of high temperature fuel cell is solid oxide fuel cell and molten carbonate fuel cell. Out of that two, in this video we will study solid oxide fuel cell. In the exam you will ask 4 marks question on it, that is 1 marks for preparation, 1 marks for diagram, 1 marks for construction and working, and 2 marks for cell reaction. Okay, so let us see first the diagram of high temperature fuel cell, that is solid oxide fuel cell. Okay, so let us see the diagram. In this diagram, hydrogen gas is continuously passed on anode in galvanic cell. Then at the right side, oxygen gas is continuously passed on cathode. Okay, then here electric current, that is one battery, is provided to this cell setup. Then here in this fuel cell there are two electrodes, one is anode and another one is cathode. Okay, in this fuel cell the whole setup is behave like a galvanic cell, and as we know there are two type of electrochemical cell, electrolytic cell and galvanic cell. In the electrolytic cell, anode is positive and cathode is negative, but in galvanic cell your anode is negative and cathode is positive. Okay, so in the high fuel cell the electrode is used as a negative anode and positive cathode. Okay, and at the bottom, at the left side of bottom of the fuel cell, excess fuel and water it get eliminated, and at the right side unused gas out. Okay, then in the middle portion of the solid oxide fuel cell, solid oxide is taken as electrolyte. Here look at the electrolyte is taken in the fuel cell, that is solid oxide. Okay, then we have to see, this is whole diagram of solid oxide fuel cell. Okay, so let us see the explanation of this diagram. In the explanation, the first point is solid oxide fuel cell are the class of device which make conversion of electrochemical fuel to electricity. Okay, the well-known application is electrochemical fuel is converted into electricity with negligible pollution. Okay, then the second point is each unit cell composed of two porous electrode, a solid ceramic, and it is interconnected. Okay, as we know, one anode and one cathode is used in this fuel cell. Okay, that is electrode part are used in the solid oxide fuel cell. Okay, that is porous electrode. Then unlike other fuel cell, the solid oxide fuel cell conduct oxygen ion from the cathode to anode. Oxygen ion means what? The solid oxide is already taken as an electrolyte, so that oxygen ion from cathode to anode conducting take place. Cathode to anode. Okay, cathode to anode. Then hydrogen carbon monoxide reacts with the oxygen ion in the anode. That means this is important part again. How to form hydrogen gas? By using carbon plus H2. Okay, by using carbon plus H2, then formation of carbon monoxide gas and H2. Okay, this hydrogen gas, how will you prepare? Carbon plus H2, then formation of carbon monoxide and H2. Okay, when we have to pass hydrogen gas at the left side of this fuel cell, then with hydrogen gas, carbon monoxide is also enter in this cell. Okay, so carbon monoxide it reacts with oxygen ion of this solid oxide fuel cell. Okay, oxygen is also reacts with this carbon monoxide. Okay, is already enters into by using this reaction carbon plus H2. Okay, then this fuel cell operates at very high temperature, because as we know, the name of fuel cell is high temperature fuel cell. That means definitely in this fuel cell the operating temperature is 500 degrees Celsius to 1000 degrees Celsius. Okay, so that is whole construction and explanation of this solid oxide fuel cell. Okay, diagram for 1 marks and explanation for 1 marks. Okay, then we have to see cell reaction. Okay, cell reaction for 2 marks. Okay, let us see the cell reaction how to occur in this solid oxide fuel cell. At anode, let us see first at anode which type of cell reaction will occur. First, there are two half reaction is done in the anode electrode. First half reaction is hydrogen gas is reacts with oxide ion, then it gives H2O plus 2 electrons. Okay, so by using this reaction you can say in the right side 2 electron is removed, so you can say at anode oxidation take place, oxidation. And another half reaction is carbon monoxide, because as we know, with hydrogen gas carbon monoxide is also enters into the cell. So that carbon monoxide and O2 minus will form another half reaction, that is CO2 plus 2 electron, that is also oxidation process. Okay, both are half reaction occur at anode. So how to write net reaction on anode? Simple, just we have to write all left side and right side molecule. So what is the remaining part? H2 gas plus CO, then 2 minus 1 2 minus and another 1, sorry, O2 minus and another O2 minus, you can write 2 O2 minus. So this is all part at the left side in the net anode reaction. Okay, and at the right side remaining part is H2 plus CO2 plus 4 electron. Okay, so you can say at anode overall oxidation process take place. H2 plus CO plus 2O2 minus, it gives H2O plus CO2 plus 4 electron, that is oxidation process take place at anode. Then at cathode remaining half reaction will occur, that is reduction. As we know, this 4 electron is oxidized at that time. By using the 4 electron, the reduction process take place. Okay, by using the O2 gas plus 4 electron, then you will get 2O2 minus ion. Okay, so this is reduction reaction occur at cathode. This 4 electron gaining by oxygen gas. Okay, and simple 2 oxide ion is formed. So how to write the overall reaction? How to write the overall reaction? Overall reaction by using net anode reaction and at cathode reduction, that is net cathode reaction. You can say it is net cathode reaction. Okay, so first of all you can cancel this 4 electron at the left and at the right side. Then what is the remaining part? 2O2 minus at the right and 2O2 minus at the left. And what is the remaining part? H2 gas plus CO gas plus O2 gas. You will get H2O is in the liquid form and CO2 is in the gaseous form. Okay, so as we know, in the diagram this unused gases out, that unused gases is CO2. Okay, and excess fuel and water is the production. Excess fuel is outside with water molecule, okay, is in the liquid form. So this is the whole cell reaction of solid oxide fuel cell. Okay, the main purpose of solid oxide fuel cell is production of high amount of electricity. Okay, and as we know, water is also byproduct. So this is solid oxide fuel cell. In the next video I will take molten carbonate fuel cell. Okay, thank you.